To ensure happiness to the taxpayers, the Income Tax Department has introduced faceless assessment scheme immediately, means that it came into effect from 13th August 2020. Earlier, Income Tax Department was using e-assessment, electronic assessment, means all the communication correspondence was done through digital mode only, not in physical format. So all these assessments pending now with the department will be transferred as faceless assessments. In the same way, the government is also proposing to have faceless appeals from 25th September 2020 to have the same benefit to the taxpayers. And in the faceless assessments, the Income Tax Department is granting more time, more opportunities to the taxpayer to provide information, to comply to the notices, to comply to the information called for by the department, and to verify the information with the department, reconcile the information and compute correct taxable income. Though granting the Income Tax Department is becoming liberal to grant more and more opportunities to the taxpayer, it is the way to encourage the honest taxpayer as well as to make the taxpayer comfortable in filing his returns of income, paying of taxes and compliances to get right tax from the right person. That is a concept of Income Tax Department. In this faceless assessment process, all communications, correspondence, providing information, cross verifications, reconciliations, all will be done through electronic mode only. No interface with the taxpayer, with the assessing officer. The taxpayer will not know who is the assessing officer. Means the assessment will be done by the unit, not by single officer, not by jurisdictional officer, but it will be done by the unit of assessment unit that will take care of the assessment proceedings of every taxpayer. This assessment function will be carried on by the 4 teams I stated earlier, 4 teams, that is National Assessment Center, Regional Assessment Center, Verification Unit, Technical Unit. So all these assessment process will be taken over by the National Assessment Center, and it will assign the duty of assessment to regional assessment centers, which will have communication only to the National Assessment Center but not to the assessing officer, SC or assessing officer, anybody. All the communication by the taxpayer will go directly to the National Assessment Center, and any communication to be forwarded, any proceedings to be initiated, that will be done only by the National Assessment Center from Delhi. The taxpayer need not approach anybody, need not approach any authority except the National Assessment Center at Delhi. The National Assessment Center will take the help of Regional Assessment Center and Technical Unit, Verification Unit for completing the assessment of the taxpayer. Also, the best judgment, if the information is not provided by the taxpayer or the non-compliance from the taxpayer or carelessness of the taxpayer, the Income Tax Department will be compelled best judgment assessment under section 144. That is also carried on under the faceless assessment scheme only. And in this faceless assessment procedure, the National Assessment Center will issue notice under section 143(2) specifying the reasons for selection of the case, means the basis on which the assessment was selected for scrutiny and how the reason, and it is not without reason. It will be, every selection will be based on the reason, means there will be a doubt of, there will be a suspicion of tax collection from the taxpayer. Only the NAAC, National Assessment Center, will initiate proceeding, issue notice and initiate proceedings. To that notice, if the notice is issued by the taxpayer from the National Assessment Center, the taxpayer has to comply, means reply, file his information, objection to the notice within 15 days of the receipt of the notice. Means the taxpayer has given 15 days time to respond to the notice issued by the National E-Assessment Center. So this is first opportunity given to the taxpayer. If the taxpayer has not provided any information or not filed the return, the assessment will be completed. The assessment proceedings will be forwarded as if best judgment assessment. Means if the taxpayer has not filed any response or not filed his return of income, the National E-Assessment Center will initiate steps to complete the assessment as ex parte assessment. After issuing the notice and response received from the taxpayer, the National E-Assessment Center will assign the duty of assessment to one of the regional assessment center to complete the assessment, and on that allocation is also based on automatic allocation system. It is not based on individual or this automated allocation system based on digital mode and impartial basis that will not have human intervention in allocation and selection of cases. Then after the assessment being allocated to regional E-Assessment Center, the allotted regional E-Assessment Center will take the proceedings and will send the information, send the note of information to be collected from the taxpayer to complete the assessment, or to the verification to be done by the verification unit, or technical assistance from the technical unit. Now the National E-Assessment Center, after obtaining the request from the regional assessment center, the National Assessment Center will issue notice to the taxpayer to provide the required information. This is opportunity again given to the taxpayer. In response to that, the taxpayer or authorized person has to file reply or clarification or information within the time mentioned in the notice, or extended time is granted by the National E-Assessment Center. Also, the National E-Assessment Center will assign the duty of verification process to one of the verification unit on automated selection basis to verify the records or information provided by the taxpayer, cross verification, reconciliation. All these will be done by verification unit to complete the assessment. Also, the National E-Assessment Center will assign the assessment to one of the technical unit to complete the proceedings in a logical manner, so that it will comply, the assessment will comply with the income tax proceedings, income tax laws, accounting standards, normal logical computation of income, collection of tax, and also finalization of assessment. So there will be a combination of regional assessment center, E-Assessment Center, verification unit, technical unit, monitored by National E-Assessment Center. So all this group, 4 units, will take steps to complete the assessment. After the information received from the taxpayer, the National E-Assessment Center will forward the information to the verification unit. After the receipt of report from the verification unit and technical unit, the National E-Assessment Center will forward the reports of verification unit and technical unit along with the information received from the taxpayer to the regional assessment center where the assessment is allotted. And if no response is received from the taxpayer, the National Assessment Center will send a show cause notice to the taxpayer of intention to complete the assessment as best judgment, with granting an opportunity to provide information. If the taxpayer has not provided any information or response to the National Information Center, there will be no option National Information Center to complete the assessment. NEAC will send show cause notice to the taxpayer giving an opportunity why best judgment assessment cannot be completed, means assessment based on the information records available with the department. On the receipt of the show cause notice of best judgment assessment, the taxpayer, the SSC, may file the information required by the NEAC within the time mentioned in the notice or time extended by the National E-Assessment Center. If no information received by the National Information Center from the SSC, the NEAC will inform the Regional E-Assessment Center about the failure of the SSC, means the National Information Center will inform the Regional Assessment Center that no communication is received from the taxpayer. Then the Regional E-Assessment Center will pass draft assessment order and forward it to the National E-Assessment Center along with proposed penalty proceedings. After receiving the draft assessment order from the Regional Assessment Center, the National E-Assessment Center will pass the assessment order along with the proposed penalty proceedings or grant an opportunity to the taxpayer and pass over the draft assessment order to the taxpayer for his response. On receipt of communication from the National E-Assessment Center that no information is received or no response from the taxpayer, the Regional E-Assessment Center will prepare draft assessment order and forward the same to the National Assessment Center along with the proposed penalty proceedings. The National Assessment Center, after receiving the draft assessment order, will pass the order along with the proposed penalty proceedings or grant an opportunity to the SSC pass over to review the draft assessment order. The review unit may concur with the draft assessment order or suggest modification to the draft and pass on the recommendations to the National E-Assessment Center. Means, after receiving the proposal from the Regional Assessment Center, the National E-Assessment Center will pass on the draft assessment order to the review unit for further verification, further suggestion from the review unit, and on receipt of report from the National E-Assessment Center, the review unit will concur with the assessment order or suggest modifications or corrections to the draft assessment order and pass it on to the National E-Assessment Center. After receipt of the review unit report, the National E-Assessment Center will pass on the draft assessment order and review unit's report to other regional assessment center which was not earlier carried on the assessment proceedings for its comment, for its suggestions. The newly appointed regional assessment center will send final draft assessment order. Means the new regional assessment center which was allocated for completion of assessment based on the draft assessment order received from the regional assessment center, and review unit will send the final draft assessment order to the National E-Assessment Center. The National Assessment Center will finalize the assessment order or grant an opportunity to the taxpayer to respond. Means so many times the National Assessment Center kind enough to give opportunity to the taxpayer so that the taxpayer should not be harassed unnecessarily. He should be encouraged to respond and reply, comply, provide information, reconcile, and to compute the correct tax of income, right tax, and also complete assessment. After receipt of communication from the National E-Information Center, E-Assessment Center, the taxpayer can respond within the time mentioned in the notice or extended time by the National E-Assessment Center. If the taxpayer responds to the information received from the National E-Assessment Center, the information received from the taxpayer will be forwarded to the Regional E-Assessment Center along with the information received, draft assessment order to the Regional E-Assessment Center. After receipt of the information from the National E-Assessment Center, the Regional E-Assessment Center will pass fresh draft assessment order and forward to the National E-Assessment Center. Means this is fourth time the opportunity is given to the taxpayer to respond and to comply, to object to the proposed assessments or to suggest to respond to the proposed initiation by the income tax department assessment proceedings. After receipt of the report from the final draft assessment order, fresh draft assessment order from the Regional Assessment Center, the National E-Assessment Center will finalize the assessment order or grant again an opportunity to the taxpayer if there is an effect on the interest of the taxpayer, and grant an opportunity to the taxpayer to respond. Again, this is the one more opportunity given to the taxpayer before completing the assessment. If no response is received within the time stipulated in the notice, National E-Assessment Center will finalize the revised fresh draft assessment order if no response is received from the taxpayer. If the taxpayer responds finally, means if the information received from the taxpayer by the National E-Assessment Center, the National E-Assessment Center will pass the assessment order considering the information provided by the taxpayer and pass the electronic records to the jurisdictional assessing officer for further proceedings. Means there are so many times the National E-Assessment Center is granting an opportunity to the taxpayer in a view not to harass, not to create uncomfortable position to the taxpayer. Means nearly 10 times the opportunity is granted to the taxpayer to respond before passing the final assessment order. Means we expect there will not be huge additions, there will not be huge there will not be a lot of discrepancy or difference of opinion between the taxpayer and the tax collector. So it will give due taxes to the department from the right person, means right tax from right person, right taxpayer. That is the ultimate aim of income tax department. What are the exceptions to the faceless assessments? Only the principal chief commissioner or director general investigation can transfer the assessment to the judicial listing officer and with the prior approval of the CBDT. Means only the Central Board of Direct Taxes is having power to authorize the principal chief commissioner or director general investigation to direct them to complete the assessment, excepting the faceless assessment, means physical assessment or physical. I think may not be possible, it may not be allowed, because the highest authority may not be willing to deviate from the procedures. So it may not be possible. One more thing is where the personal hearing can be accorded. When under these faceless assessment proceedings, everything is manual, every communication electronic mode. So there is 1 or 2 cases where the personal hearing may be allowed. The Chief Commissioner of Income Tax or Director General of Regional e-Assessment Center can allow hearing only through video conference at the request of the taxpayer or authorized representative. Means only if the request made by the taxpayer or the authorized representative, personal hearing may be allowed, permitted, or that is also only through video conference. It may be interaction, it may not be interaction, it may be exchange of information or exchange of views, but may not be exchange of physical identification. Faceless assessment means fearless assessment for honest taxpayers. This is the steps taken, these are some of the steps taken by the Income Tax Department, announced by the Honorable Prime Minister on 13th August 2020.